About a new tool or MCP server which is going to change everything related to Databricks. When you talk about Databricks, it's a platform to manage your data and then to transform it. And then from inside Databricks, there is different sections which you can target. That is to create the dashboards, automated pipelines, medallion architecture, which you can follow for the refinement and then they process the data. Right. So there's notebooks, and then it used to take some time to go through the data from bronze layer till the gold layer, and probably after gold layer, if you want to create a dashboard or do something useful with that data, the final data, then probably you do that, right? So now those things can be done in a matter of seconds or probably minutes now using this very tool, um, which is AI Dev Kit. It's a gold repository which Databricks have released. As you can see, it's a certified gold project, and obviously it's a trustworthy repo as well. What you need to do is it can actually connect your Databricks with your favorite AI coding editor, be it Cloud Code, Gemini, or Cursor. So it's very simple. You just need to install it. If you're doing from the window, just copy this, and then once you copy this and paste it into a terminal, um, in here like this, it will just start the prompt, and then you just need to go through with the prompt and then do the installation of Databricks AI Kit. But before that, what you need to do is you need to install this Databricks extension here, Databricks extension. I hope you know how to do this. Once you click on Databricks extension, you need to install it. Once you install it, it will ask for the connection with the Databricks. So that is something which you should be knowing it. This is a prerequisite. Once you do that, you can see that the Databricks Connect will be enabled. If you go inside the uh, Databricks section, then probably it will show something like this, right? So it's a free tier which I'm using at the moment. For this, you need to have the installation of Python 10. Python environment obviously needs to have a virtual environment installed, and if I go inside it, the interpreters will already be configured, right? So you need to configure all those interpreters and make sure the version of the Python should be somewhere between 3.110 till 3.12.5, right? So the Databricks Connect only works with these Python versions. So make sure you don't go beyond, because 3.14 is already there. So you don't need to install the latest for this for Databricks Connect to work as an extension. Right, so that is the main thing. So once you connect it, your Databricks environment will show something like this. It will show at the bottom here, Databricks Connect is enabled, and yeah, so this is how it will look, right? If you go to the files, then obviously it is showing your local folder, whichever folder you will import from here. It's the same for VS Code as well. So because Cursor, I'm in Cursor right now, so it's a fork of VS Code, so you might be knowing it. Once you import your files, all the files will be showing up, but this is the local file. We don't want to change anything over here. What you want to do is I want to take you direct to the Databricks, where if I go to the workspace, if I go to the catalog, this is how it looks when you first log into the Databricks environment. It will have a workspace. It will have some sample data as well, which I will not going to use to showcase these MCP tools use cases. Right. So I'm going to take the example of this bakehouse data, which is already there. As you can see here, around six tables are there, which has the sales transactions, suppliers, franchise customers, and then the media customer reviews. Right. So all these things are there, and I'm going to use all these things. I think this is. Let me check. Yeah, I think this is one of the data which has remained. Let me refresh it. So our basic purpose over here is to use the MCP server or this tool, which I've already connected in my cursor using the installation. And if I go here inside the settings of agent, then if I go to the MCP server, you can see that the Databricks already connected. And if I see here the number of tools which it has around 77 tools, which is really good and probably can do anything, right? Also, you can do is if you want to have a look at this repository, it will give you a basic understanding. Let me see where. Yeah, so if you can see here, the skills which it has got is enormous, right? So it can do the Databricks AI functions, agent breaks. It has the different AI agents which are there inside it, and then machine learning flows. It can do this evaluation, chat session, everything. And then if I see the dashboard capability, data engineering capability, development and deployment capability, it has everything which a Databricks should be having, right? So probably everything and anything inside this kit. So once you install it, all those 77 tools are there with your MCP server and it's ready to go. So now what I'm going to do is I've already set up, uh, I've just written these prompts with me. I will share with you once you comment Databricks into the chat box. What I'm going to tell is, so as you can see here that all the tables in the big house are distinct. So it's in bronze level right now. So I want to refine them and put them into silver layer where all the tables get related to each other, in a meaning that it's in silver layer, it should follow the medallion architecture, and you can do all those refining and create a folder as well for silver separately, create relevant tables inside my workspace, and put all those refined tables which should follow 3NF, which obviously normalization, which it's going to be following to create inside the silver layer, right? By cleansing, deduplicating, and standardizing, which probably is the way forward. When you go further from the bronze layer to silver layer, you standardize things, you do the cleansing and deduplicate as well. So all these things you need to mention, and then you just need to fire it. It will start doing the work. So now it will read your prompt, since Databricks is already connected. As you can see here, uh, there's no inside workspace, there is nothing, right? So it will now start interacting with the Databricks. See, it has started the big house bronze tables, it has picked up, and it's now doing the inspection. Okay, so now it's listing the bakehouse table. So yeah, as you can see here, it has listed all these tables. And now, as the instruction given, it will create the silver layer for these tables and for the bakehouse. And we're going to see the step-by-step process of the silver layer creation, which is happening right now, and then the gold layer creation. And from the gold layer creation, we're going to give the target to the Databricks to create a wonderful dashboard as well. Right. So I think I created one dashboard earlier, which I don't need now. So I'm just testing that. Right, so these are the earlier created, as you can see here, the date. So let me see what's happening over here. Okay, so it has started to get those schemas, and now, okay, it's setting up the transaction fact tables. Wonderful. As you can see here, it has created that schema file for the silver. And as you can see here, it has started creating those to-do list for itself. First, it will have that silver schema and then build the three NF dimension tables, dim tables, which you can say, and then the fact tables, and then integrity and row counts. It will make sure it happens. Pretty amazing, right? What an MCP server can do. And this is just a starting. This was a place wherein uh, it was very much needed for the MCP server to get into it, um, because to process the data from in medallion architecture, it used to take some time, and the time will be shortened now, and this will be a great implication, and the process will be faster at the same time. Okay, it's creating the silver table, and inside the Databricks, if I go to catalog now, okay, it's creating those tables now. The only thing matters is the cursor environment and the agent which you have connected. Try to use the Claude Sonnet 4.6. It's a great model to have inside your cursor, and I think this works really great with the Databricks AI Kit. So I generally use Sonnet 4.6, and yeah, it works pretty good. So let's wait for a few more minutes, and it should deploy those dim tables very soon. As I mentioned, make sure to connect your Databricks with the help of Databricks Connect using Databricks extension, and that is really a process which you can go into the YouTube to check it. If you don't know, just comment and ask me. I will just provide you a step-by-step guide for that as well. But yeah, your Databricks Connect enabled should be there. All the 5 dimensions are now done. Now building the fact tables as well. Okay, so it says all the 7 tables are created. Now verify row count and referential integrity. Okay, yeah, that's the crazy part is that it verifies each and everything and then cross-verify again if any changes needs to be done. And that is a good part because even if there is any mistake done, then it can verify all those things again. Definitely a thing to be implemented in your environment, and definitely for the data engineers to have this skill, because obviously this will fasten up your process to something which nobody has imagined, right? So now it will give us all the details what it has done. It has created those fact tables, as you can see, dim tables, and yeah, with all the key transformations it has done, right? So that you can check. And let's now move to our environment and see. Just go and refresh the page once. Okay, so the silver layer is now created, and you can see here the dim customers and factor views are here. Yep. So now the silver layer is created. Now we're going to get the gold layer as well without wasting more time. I've already created those prompts, so I'm just going to go there and just paste it. So what it shows is, okay, the silver is now there. Now we want to move to the gold layer. Let's make the use of star schema to organize the data better, where business-ready decisions can be taken, optimize for organizing and decision making, denormalize and implementing, slowly changing dimension 1 and 2, whichever is needed, right? So those fact tables and dimension tables are made, data is aggregated and normalized so that this data becomes perfect for analysis. Now hit run. So it has done its study, and so it found that slowly dimension 2 is needed over here, not the 1, and it started creating those schemas. Obviously, these slowly changing dimension tables are dimensions 2 is getting implemented, so the historical data will be there. And let me design this properly. SCD 1 for the table reference, for SCD2 for slowly changing entities, okay, and static calendars for date center facts for 5 business aggregates. Okay, so this is the plan it has come up with, and let's see. The third part would be to create a dashboard in Databricks to show the case popularity of the to showcase which product in the bakehouse is more popular, and obviously which has the product which has sold the most and which is getting the profits across all the geographies, right? So this is something which we're gonna ask it, and also show some relevant data in this graphs in this dashboard related to. Correct. So let me see what has happened till now. Okay, it's creating those tables. SCD's dimensions are done. Now we are building the SCD2 dimensions with surrogate keys and history columns. That's really great. Yeah, that's really awesome. Now imagine this would have taken so much time for a data engineer to do, to create a notepad and then running all those Python or SQL commands. Sometimes you have to check the websites as well. for those commands because it's very difficult to understand to remember each and every command. So yeah, for it to happen, it takes some time. And as you can see here, both SCD1 and SCD2 are ready, and now it's building the central fact table. That's awesome, just awesome. And I'm telling you, it's gonna change the things very quickly now. These MCP tools are a game changing. You can just follow me on LinkedIn, and you can see the work which I've been doing for AI agents and for different projects, um, delivery, which I've been doing and testing different tools. And until now, I think in the field of Databricks, this is really a game-changing thing. The crazy part is that you can delete these data from the cursor itself. You don't need to come over here, and you don't have to come into Databricks and delete them. As you can see, the Go layer has already started getting created. I can see that what exactly is happening. Aggregate files, dem files, fact tables, all of them are there. It's just great how smoothly, and obviously if you can see the naming convention as well, it's just following the dimension tables, dem, and it's really great. The kind of work it is doing, it's really awesome. Final verification, and this is great. So the thing is that your data, if you're getting the data, if you're doing the data, if you're using the Databricks in Azure as well, you connect your data from the storage account, and once it is connected, um, once the data is connected, and then it's in the bronze layer, or even if your data is connected, sorry, your storage account is connected with the Databricks environment, from that point onwards itself, you can just give those ABFSS link to the data to the cursor once this kit tool is enabled, and then from there it can take over. From there onwards, it can import the data right onto your Databricks till the deployment of the Silver and the Go layer. As you can see here, it's already done. And the Go layer consists of 11 tables, 5 dimension tables, SCD2 on dem customer and dem franchise, which will have historical data obviously, uh, and it also shows the type of SCD type which it has followed. That's really awesome, you know. And the central fact table, it has kept the fact sales, business aggregate tables. So when the next data load comes in, you simply insert new SCD rows, simply insert new SCD2 rows with SCD and the date, set the old version and SCD is current to false, and the fact table automatically resolves to the right version. That is really great, right? So it is also giving you, once you get a new data, how it's going to behave. The Go layer is completely live with proper naming convention and everything. And now the final part, which I'm going to ask it to, can you now create a dashboard in Databricks, blah, 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 which I've discussed already. And then, so what is now the next big thing which is coming up? Obviously, every now and then, every day, there is a new tool which is coming up for a new use case. And I won't be surprised that, uh, AI is game changer really in any of the field now. And tools like these, the creation of MCP servers are actually doing things faster than we expected. So I hope that you are already leveraging the MCP servers of different tools, connecting it with your VS Code or anti-gravity or Cursor or Windsurf, whatever AI code editor you're using, because all of them are actually a fork of VS Code. So um, my suggestion is, if you're starting up new, just try anti-gravity. It's free of charge. It's free. It's Google backed, so it's very good. But then if you feel that you want to move faster than anti-gravity, obviously most of the things, your purposes, everything will be fulfilled with the anti-gravity, but the cursor is the place to go for if you are leveraging it for big use cases. Okay, it has now 7 data sets ready, KPI summary, everything. Now it's creating that dashboard layout, building dashboard widgets. This is awesome, man. The business analysts, the data engineers, it's gonna ease the way out for everyone. So basically, my point is to showcase this dev kit into the Databricks and to show that uh, it has all the kind of skills which you want in a data engineer or a data analyst or whosoever is a data related doing data related work. It can basically do its job very easily. And probably after that, if you want a pipeline to be created, a DLT pipeline can do that as well. Obviously, we're not covering today, but the DLT pipeline, just like these, you just need to prompt it to create a DLT pipeline, which table needs to use, which how would be the workflow or the notepad, whatever you want to create. You can just ask the cursor once the dev kit is there in live, and then and boom, and then it will take over. It will do those things. It will create those DLT pipelines as well, which will automate things. As soon as your data arrives or any changes you make, automatically the pipeline will start, and then so according to the tables, now it has created that dashboard JSON, and now I think it's deploying that JSON pretty smartly. And yeah, this should be pretty amazing. If I go to the dashboards now, it has not yet arrived, but soon it will come. Okay, now it has published it, publishing the gold dashboard. Wow, it has already done that. Already, it has given it the link. As you can see here, it is showing what's on the dashboard. 13 visits across 7 data sets, 3 KPI customers from aggregated product, total revenue this, units sold, orders this, revenue by product. Golden Gate Ginger leads is at 11,595. That's the highest. Units sold by product, same leader with 3865. Obviously, Golden Gate, it's talking about. It's everything. Now we're gonna go to the Databricks platform. And it should be fifth table, which should be there. Yeah, as you can see here, March 19th, that is today. And then I'm gonna click it, and just look at this. Everything is there. As I mentioned, I want to see the total revenue, total units sold, total orders, and then the graph, daily revenue, and continent from where exactly the orders are coming, and then the performance, the final performance data. So Golden Gate Ginger has the highest orders, highest units sold, and revenue as well.